Hello, Grimbeard Gaming. As always, I'm Michael, and our sponsor is, as always, ValkyrieGames.dk. Today, I'm gonna show you my Cursling Gaunt Summoner deck with a small rune-marked Deathbringer dude in it. It seems like it's quite strong in our current meta here in the gaming club, so I'm gonna go through it and I'm gonna speak a bit about my thoughts about when making it. So I'll switch over to the other view and let's go ahead. Alright, so this is the deck for the champions. I have my 2 Gaunt Summoners, which I enjoy very much. I don't really use their heroic act that much, doing 2 damage to myself and move a demon from discard to your hand. I don't really use that, as the only demons I have in the deck are the pink horror conjurers, but they are nice in longer games to be able to bring back. I have my Cursling, which is really good, which has the heroic act to trigger the current effect of a highlighted spell as if it was controlled by this champion, and it is across the board and to the left and right. It's really good, and it has 2 spells, a removal and a ability, so that's nice as well. And my Troll champion, rune-marked Deathbringer, reduce the damage received from highlighted spells by 2, so I see if I am able to place it across from a wizard. Has 2 units, an ability and a card removal, so also pretty simple to activate. The 4 blessing I have is the Path of Skulls, 2 damage to your opponent at the start of your turn. It's just nice. Outrageous Carnage, 4 damage to your opponent, remove highlighted units, so more removal. The Chaos Runeblade, not really sure about this, but for now it's in the deck because it's a lot of damage. 16 damage, so yeah, it's pretty decent. And of course, Siege Fortune, increased damage done to your opponent from highlighted spells by 4. If I get this pretty early in the game, it gets ridiculous. Alright, so the 2 types of units I have in the deck is the Volkar Acolyte, which is does 1 damage each round, and when a highlighted wizard plays a card, deal 4 damage to opponents. 3 of these. I have 3 pink horror conjurers. They increase damage done to your opponent from highlighted spells by 2 and 3 in turn 3 and 4. These are nice as well, and they are demons, so I can bring them back. I have 1 Flow of Chaos for trying it out. After turn 4, it deals 4 damage. 3, it deals 4 damage, and in turn 1, 2, and 3, the opponent cannot gain health from highlighted enemies. I think it's pretty strong. I have my first 2 abilities. Remove 1 highlighted unit to gain 5 health. Not quite sure these are staying in because of Flow of Chaos. I would rather have them not heal than me wasting my units. For my Deathbringer, I have 3. Scorn of Sorcery. If it's placed across a wizard, I deal 5 damage if they control a spell. If not, I deal 2 damage and I advance his last corner 1. The obvious ones, Blood Hunts. Remove a highlighted spell unit, gain 1 health. Not much to say about that. It's a auto-include card in my opinion. 3 times Blue Flames. Deals in turn 3, deals 5 damage. And a ton more if I have all the right cards out. And the highlighted champion, if he plays or uses a heroic act, he gets 5 damage as well. Standard Arcane Bolt, because 7 damage and I can increase it by a ton. Searing Firestorm, turn 4, 7 damage, rend, so opponent can't mitigate it by any means, and again I can buff it so much. My healing, Chaotic Restoration, corners 1, I do damage to myself, corner 2, nothing, then 5 and 5 health, so that's 10 health. That's a lot of health. Last but not least, my Hellfire Blast. Deals 10 damage in turn 4, 3 damage to yourself. Not much to say about it. This deck deals and dishes out a lot of damage. I usually sit with 3 spells and ability and maybe one of the units. So I get a pretty good shock start when I play the game. I'm just gonna do like this, even though it's so naughty to do. Just seems random for me to speak with my hands, right? So the deck has an really how can I explain it? Oh, I'm not quite sure of the word. But when I play these cards, people get demotivated to play. It's not a nice deck to play against. If I get a good start, I haven't lost that many games with it in total. And again, it is this local meta which this deck is good in. So if I were to go out and play anywhere else, I'd bet I'd lose a lot of games with it. But at this moment, and when I'm removing I have to find it again. It's too early for me. The Blood for the Blood Gods. So I can remove a highlighted unit to gain 5 health. I think there's going to be more flow of chaos in. They seem very powerful, especially against destruction and order, which has a fair amount of heals. So that's it for this video. Again, if you like to see more of what I do, click the Patreon. You don't have to donate anything, you can just follow it, because I'll be doing all kinds of updates there. Follow the Facebook if you wish. We also have a Discord, which has a link on the Patreon page. It's not that active yet, but I'm hoping in time to have a community up and running there. Again, I do this because it's fun, I do it for a living, and I just enjoy doing the videos. So until further, I'm Michael, Grimbeard Gaming. Thank you to our sponsor, thank you to our patrons, and I'll see you soon.